Alright guys, so today we're going to be ranking what I think are to be some of the best grip exercises specifically for grappling. I put some not so good exercises in there just to keep it interesting as well. So whether you're into Jiu Jitsu, gi or no gi, wrestling, Greco, freestyle, catch, whatever it is, and Judo, hopefully this gives you a few ideas on what you should actually be spending your time on. Alright, one thing before we start, I'm not going to be really ranking these based on how hard they are or how sore they make you the next day. This is purely about carryover, which exercises actually make you a stronger grappler. First up, we have dead hangs. Right, it's a pretty solid exercise to be honest. Good if you're starting out. They do build grip endurance. Great for your shoulders actually. So if you are doing shoulder rehab, they are a pretty good exercise. I just don't think they're that specific and carry over enough to grappling. Good starting point, but I'm putting these in not bad. Next up, we have gi pull-ups. Now, I guess we could just put this all into gi rows or any type of pulling exercises. You just attach your gi or a towel to it. Pretty much any pulley movement, really. This one's actually a bit awkward to rank just because we're talking about gi jiu-jitsu. I'd probably put it in S rank. But because we're also talking about wrestling and no gi jiu-jitsu, it's a bit hard to put it in S. I'll settle on cheat code. Yeah, I'll settle on cheat code. Still an unbelievable exercise, and if you were just training in the gi for judo or gi jiu-jitsu, definitely S rank. Next up, pretty similar to this last one, so we're just talking about isometric gi holds here in a pull-up position, but you could do the same thing in a rowing movement as well. Basically just hanging there, squeezing the life out of the gi. This builds that annoying grip strength that, someone, if your opponent or your partner just won't let go and you just can't break their grips. It's very frustrating. Again, a little bit more specific to gi than no gi, but still a really good choice. I'm going to put it in, as far as just grip strength goes, I'm going to put it in cheat code. A little bit behind this regular pull-ups with the gi. Next up, we have rope climbs, baby. All right. I absolutely love rope climbs. This is probably one of my most favorite exercise when it comes to just overall athletic performance for grapplers. And majority of it is going to be focused on your grip as well. So when you're gripping a thick rope, going up and down, this is going to absolutely burn out your hands and your forearms like nothing else. And it pretty much hits everything. So plus you've got to coordinate your whole body. So this is an easy S rank for me. Yeah, I'm going to chuck it in S rank. Next up, we have farmer's carries. They are an athletic exercise, massive grip endurance, upper back traps and core. If you've ever done these heavy, you'll know your forearms are just going to be absolutely cooked afterwards. I'm going to put these, especially if you do these with a thicker handle, amazing. Let's put it in, I'm going to put it in don't skip. Potentially I'll move it up to cheat code later. See how we go. Right, not a specific exercise, guys. So we got the fat grips here. I just felt like I had to chuck this in here because it's just, you attach this to any of your handles, any pulling movement or what have you, it's going to make your grip strength skyrocket very fast. So I'm going to put these in S rank. Attach these to a pull-up bar, to your dumbbells, if you're doing rowing movements or your barbell, it's going to make your grip work a lot more. And you are only as strong as what you can hold on to. All right, so that's an S rank right there. Next up, we have hand grippers. Hand grippers. Not bad. This one's probably going to be a bit of a divide. They're good, but I also think they're a little bit overrated. Grappling isn't just about crushing. It's about wrist control, endurance, finger strength. So all with that considered, they're still useful, but I'm going to put it in not bad. If you're trying to get some stress out, pretty good exercise. All right, next up, we got wrist rollers up and down. Great for building some muscle in your extensors and your flexor muscles. But do they have much carryover into grappling? That is the question. Could be a little bit overrated. Great for endurance. No doubt about it. Definitely good endurance. But there's definitely better exercises than this. I'm going to chuck this in not bad as well. Almost wanted to put it in but I'll keep it in not bad. I'll be a bit generous today. All right, next up we have wrist extensors. All right, I feel like we got to utilize this NPC slot right here, so let's chuck that in there. To be honest, guys, it's going to build some hypertrophy in your extensor muscles, so your brachialis, the top part of your forearms, but as far as carryover into grappling sports, you're not really going to get much out of these. It's just a waste of time, so NPC. Next up, we have wrist curls. Now, these are slightly better than wrist extensions. And this is also with dumbbells and barbells or cables, any type of curling motion, so just keep that in mind. I'm going to put these in meh. Good for building up hypertrophy in the forearms and getting some circulation and blood flow in there, but as far as carryover strength goes for grappling, it's not that great, so we're going to put it in meh. All right, now we have rice bucket training, going old school. Amazing rehab, really good for building, getting circulation and getting some blood flow into your tendons. As far as strength goes, it's not going to be the best. It's good for building endurance. Great for recovery, but we're talking about strength carryover, aren't we? So I'm going to put this in meh. Bit overrated, kind of a niche-y thing right now. But yeah, as far as recovery goes, amazing, but strength, not so much. All right, we've got plate pinches. Any type of, now there's not a specific exercise here, but we're just working with a thick Olympic barbell plate. So if you can do some sort of movement with that by just holding the pinch, you can walk with these, you can do farmer's walks with these, you can just do what this guy is doing in the image, back and forth. It's good to have pinching strength. I think these are a bit underrated, to be honest. Pinch strength just doesn't get enough love, especially in no-gi, when you're constantly controlling wrists and limbs. Let's put these in, I'm tossing up between cheat code and don't skip. Let's go don't skip. Are they better than farmer's walks? I don't know. All right, we'll put them in don't skip. All right. Next up, we have a very niche exercise that most of you are probably not to know what it is, but this is called a hub. Very specific. I see a lot of rock climbers and just grip athletes using this. It's a very tiny circular object where you can attach weight to the bottom. You often have to chalk it up and you got to pinch and lift the weight. Not really going to be much carryover to grappling. Maybe a little bit more for gi, but yeah, it's not really that useful. I think you'd just be wasting your time. I've used it for about a year. It's really good for building up finger strength and have you, so that's why I'd say it'd be a bit more carryover to gi, but overall not so good. So I'm going to put this in meh. All right, here we go. Another NPC exercise. Let's go. So we got finger extensions here. So with a band, you could use just a regular elastic band. This one's just a proper one that just wraps around each individual digit as well. Again, good for rehabbing, a hand injury or a wrist injury. Good for getting circulation into your tendons. But as far as strength carryover, not too much. Not really worth doing. Probably give it a skip, guys. Let's put it in NPC. All right, lastly, we got kettlebell wrist rotations back and forth. We've got Islam Makhachev doing these. He loves these. He does these all the time, which is quite interesting because you don't see a lot of athletes doing this. I actually rate them pretty high. They don't necessarily build monster crushing grip, but they do build ridiculously strong wrists and forearms, which helps a lot in hand fighting, controlling grips and wrists and what have you. I'm going to put these in don't skip. Yeah, I'm going to put these in don't skip. All right, guys, that's my list. I'm sure some of you are going to already be typing that I completely butchered one of these rankings, but that's fine. I welcome the constructive criticism and feedback. Just drop it down in the comments below. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm going to be trying to release 2 videos each week. This is specifically for grapplers who want to build strength, power, conditioning, and endurance. So let me know what you think down below. Which exercises did I get completely wrong? And which do you think deserves to be S rank? Until next time, train smarter, perform better, and reach S rank. Signing out. Peace.